I should have fucking known. I should have fucking known. Alright. Well, at least it ain't Data Design Interactive, but it ain't any fucking better though, is it? Let's be honest. Alright. So the final game for Blast Entertainment that we're looking at is Casper's Scare School Spooky Sports Day, which was released for the Nintendo Wii, DS, and iOS. Believe it or not. Now I had a bet going right with myself that it was just going to be a port of the PlayStation 2 Scare School game, but it looks like it's not, solely based on who developed it. So whereas the previous two Casper games were developed by Data Design Interactive, this one looks to be developed by the Code Monkeys, which again is not any better, I'd like to point out. I like how it doesn't list that on GameFAQs. On GameFAQs, it literally lists Blast Entertainment as the developer and the publisher in Europe. And also, this game came out in America, by the way, one of the rare ones that came out in America a year later. It was published by SGV Distribution. It says on here, but when I look at the box art, it looks like it's published by Red Wagon Games, which is a notoriously shit publisher for basically shovelware in America, and I think a little bit in Europe as well. If you don't know about Red Wagon Games, it's like Zoo Publishing. It's like exactly the same. They publish like shovelware budget shit games. You might get an okay one here and there, but generally speaking, budget shit games. But yeah, so this game came out in October the 11th, 2010 in America, but it came out in I have to work it out. It came out in July the 31st, 2009 in Europe. So it came out in Europe first. Obviously, it would do. I'm surprised it's even got a US release, if I'm honest with you. But this would have at least this game would have corresponded with the TV series. Because remember when I said with Casper Scare School, the original game, I said it came out in a year which would make no sense for it to come out. Whereas this game, because it came out in 2008, but the original like movie, Casper's Scare School movie came out in like 2006. So it was like, you know what I mean? It's like, well, it's a bit of a stretch, really, you releasing that, really, and it being relevant. Whereas this time around, it actually is relevant. At least I think so, because there was actually a TV series based off of Casper Scare School released in 2009. It'd be interesting to see when it actually started airing in 2009, but we won't go there. We'll just leave it and say, okay, once again, right at the end, Blast Entertainment, you managed to do it with the Water Horse, and you managed to do it with the final Casper game. You managed to make it relevant, relevant against something that existed at the time. Because the whole entire theme of this pretty much video of Blast Entertainment is is digging up old IPs that no one fucking cares about anymore, and hasn't been anything new for years. All right, I'm playing this with an emulated Wii remote because I can't be fucked to set up my Wii sensor bar and Wii remote. Which, by the way, I found my original, my official Nintendo Wii Motion Plus remote and official USB sensor bar because I tried using the knockoff stuff and it just didn't work. But I don't see I don't see any reason why I should have to plug it in just for this shit Casper game. If I'm honest with you, I reckon we'll be fine with an emulated Wii remote. But what if we need to tilt and need to? I don't care. We'll just get it. We'll just make do. We'll make fucking do. Oh, oh, look at Casper. That's nice, Casper. Nice clipping as you put. Again, he's a ghost, so I guess he could do that. But um, so it looks like there's 5 characters I can play as total. We have Casper, Mantha, and Ra, which are also the other characters from Scare School. Keep in mind, I'm the only Casper stuff I know is like the live action films. I don't really know any new Casper stuff, especially Scare School. Not a fucking clue. Especially Casper Goes to School, which is, if I remember, if I remember correctly, I looked it up. I think after I played the Scare School video game, the original one. I was like, yeah, it's just a fucking Casper goes to school and gets up to different stuff, and these are his chums, his school chums. Well, why would I play as them? Why would I not play as Casper at the end of the day? Let's play a game. I wonder what shit we're gonna. Oh, this is a minigame collection. Well, what does this tell you? Creepy uppies. And then look at these other icons we have here. We got 2 football-related ones, or soccer-related ones, because look, we got another football over here, maybe goalie. Don't know what that is. That's like leapfrog or something. We got one with a skateboard. Fuck knows what that one is, and fuck knows what that one is. But it's literally a minigame collection, and it doesn't even have that many minigames. It's just a couple of minigames. Sorry about that there, fucking microphone unplugged there. Well, the cable that comes off of it. I got a Sennheiser headset, basically. Sennheiser. I don't know what the make number is, right? It's quite an old headset. I've had it for probably about 6 to 7 years now, and it still works really well. But the connection, it has like 2 connections, so you can basically use it and plug it into something else as well. So you can basically, it has a connection on. It has a halfway point in the cable where you can unplug it. So if you plug in a different cable, so you could plug it in via aux or something, you could. But that connection is a little bit jittery. So if I move the cable a bit too much, it will come loose for a second before reconnecting. And I end up moving the cable because the cable ends up. I have to swing the cable over my shoulder. And then quite often it will just slowly but surely creep down my shoulder, and the feeling is fucking horrible, and it irritates me, and I have to swing it back over my shoulder again, and there's a chance that it might cut out. It's still a good headset. I'm talking to you right now. It's very clear, isn't it? And can you please? It's mainly because the cable is too heavy, I think. The cable is heavy. Anyway, let's get on with it, shall we? The aim of the game in Creepy Uppies is keeping the ball in the air using your head and feet. Striking objects in the air wins bonus points. The higher you go, the more points you score. Alright. Point the Wii remote at the screen. Kick the ball into the air by pressing the A button. When the ball is at your head or the feet, when the ball is in the air, control the pointing at the screen with the Wii remote. Wow, is it just me, or is the fucking English in this paragraph not particularly great? For extra height, bounce the ball off the bats and witches by pressing the A button as you hit them. I forget that this game was an iOS game. This was an iOS game as well, so it would make sense actually. Maybe it also makes sense why the graphics look not particularly great. Oh, the ball just basically goes where it likes. So what even is this? What even is this game? I'm just moving the. So basically, if I slam the ball like that, I get the height. But as you can see, the ball clips through the fucking thing. Well, this is a difficult game. Oh, I think we got to the highest point. All right. So by the way, it's very hard to not keep the ball up in the air. As you can kind of see. Can you please stop? I'll just put the ball over here. Well, we're done. I think we went to the highest point possible. Oh. What? Why though? What's the point of me keeping the ball up? They're at 221 points. I'm at 625. It's completely pointless. The ball isn't even a 3D object, by the way. It's just a PNG that bounces. I think we done it. Well done, Casper. Well, that one kick was that mighty. Did he just? He's float dabbing. Is he fucking float dabbing? What even is that? Oh, those names. So yeah, okay. So this is an iOS game that was developed by the Code Monkeys. Or I don't know who developed the iOS game. I'm now curious, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So there's another Casper. So yeah, I even got the max score. I just realized this is a port of an iOS game to the Wii. Wow, that is fucking atrocious. If I'm honest with you, that is really bad. So we've done that one. Oh, it's what, an egg and spoon? Oh, we can also do the other football one. Normally, the aim of soccer is to score goals, but in Scare School, points are scored by hitting the goalkeeper instead. Okay. Point the Wii remote at the screen, point to a ball using the Wii remote, and then press the A button to make your character run to the ball. So yeah, again, emulated Wii remote seems to be fine. This is fucking terrible. I scored? Wait. Don't give me that fucking shite. Oh. Oh, I now understand what I'm supposed to do. Which, yeah, makes sense. iOS game. What is that noise, though? Follow the line. That noise, though. This isn't annoying in the slightest. Becomes more incompetent. But keep in mind, it doesn't exactly read me very well. Yeah, I missed that one, but it's understandable why I missed it. As you can see, it doesn't always read my movements. Again, this is the power of an emulated Wii remote. You had to go for a different one. Well, this is a shit game, though, isn't it? Game over, I win. I didn't do as well, but I still won. I like how it still puts a third person here. Wow, there we go. We even got the top score. Look at that. We've done that one as well. I'd like to point out how many mini games there are, and look, we've already done 2 of them. Let's have a look at this spoon one, just to see what kind of shit we're dealing with. This is the final one we'll look at. I won't look at any more after this. You get the gist of what this game is. It's just, yeah. With only a spoon and great balance, can you carry the dragon's egg across the length of the pier? Watch out for pitfalls and obstacles along the way. Tilt the balance. Tilt to balance it. Oh, this one requires balance, so this requires the tilt. So I don't think we will play this. All right, we won't play this one because it requires tilt. Yeah. So yeah, it's just a collection of shitty mini games, and it is a port of an iOS game. There you go. Well, that was Blast Entertainment. We'll do a little bit of an outro. But wow, it was terrible. I knew it was going to be terrible walking in anyway, but by God, was it terrible. All right. Finally done.